Welcome to my off-grid adventures. I'm Frank and it's a beautiful day in Michigan. I'm glad you're here with me today. It's about 45 degrees outside. It was 13 yesterday and it feels great to be able to get outside comfortably today. It's time to start the cleanup process of all the fallen limbs and trees. I can't avoid it. I got to start tackling it now. I don't have my tractor back yet. I think that'll come tomorrow or the next day. But I need to be able to at least get through to the entrance of a couple of my trails, or I want to get through to them at least. So the first thing I have to do is clear this brush here. I'm going to tackle this with just this small Stihl GTA26 pruner. It really is a chainsaw, but I guess the word is pruner. So it did a great job the other day, but this is more of a true field test. We'll see how long it lasts and how well it works clearing an entire area. The person who sold this to me at the dealership said that it lasts about 20-25 minutes of constant use. I do have an extra battery, but we're going to be timing this today just to see how long the batteries last and how everything goes. So thanks for joining me. Let's see how it works and let's get this project started. By the way, I did realize after reading the instructions, it didn't come with a manual, but I found the instructions online, or actually they emailed them to me with the warranty registration that the dealer registered when I was there. And I noticed I was putting the bar oil in incorrectly. You are supposed to lift the chain up a little bit and actually place it between the chain and the bar, and then flip it over and do the same on the bottom side. I have a brush fire going right over here in my fire pit, so I'm going to try to cut these in pieces ready to go right into there. So that's why I'll be cutting them a little smaller than you might think. It's 25 after, so let's see how long it lasts. It's been 7 minutes since I started, and it has a nice battery level indicator, and it still shows 3 out of 4 bars. Not bad. We're about 12 minutes in now. Let's do another check on the battery level indicator. Now we're at 2. And honestly, with my other main electric battery powered Echo 18-inch bar chainsaw, everybody says that won't last as long as gas, and maybe it won't, but it lasts longer than I do. And I'm already starting to feel the weight of this, even though it's light. When it's out extended, that makes it feel a little heavier. So I'm about ready for a break, but I want to keep going with this test to see how long the battery lasts. All right, instead, shows one bar there, but won't go on. That was about 25 minutes, just like projected. But wow, did it get a lot of work done in that time? And I'm not done. I still have to gather all this and burn it. So for this old man, that's all that I want to do with this. Having a second battery is helpful if you have a crew so that someone can pick up the next shift, Tim. But he's not here with me today. But I don't know if you can tell from this angle. I'll show some other angles in a minute. But that was a lot of work. I did a lot of work, and I love this thing. It did a great job. I think it's a shame and a bit insulting to call this a pruner. It's just a small chainsaw on a pole that lets you tackle things without as much of the danger of being right in near where you're cutting. And having had some accidents with a chainsaw before, well, just one, but it was bad. Chainsaw didn't hit me, the tree did. But I like to keep my distance as much as possible. I don't know if you could see from that distance, but this was cutting consistently, I don't know, 2.5-inch diameter limbs. And the only trick that I need to get better at is keeping it high speed and going slow and letting the saw do the work. If I had done that, it wouldn't have gotten locked up like it did a couple times. It does have a limit. I don't think it will go any further than the width of the bar. So that's probably right around that 2.5-inch mark. There were some things that wouldn't go through. But wow, I've got a clear trail in just 25 minutes of cutting, and knowing how much more I have to do like this out throughout the property. I'm really, really grateful to have this. Thank you, Clayton from Mid-Michigan Snow and Landscape, for putting this on your display counter for me to see and ask, what is that? Super glad to have it. So I like it both as a handheld unit when it's alone, because it's even lighter then without the issue of having a long pole making it feel heavier. So it does good work in that capacity too. But fantastic tool. Really, really love it. One of my favorite new tools I have. Somehow I squeezed a couple more cuts out of it, but it's done now. And so am I. I'm gonna get my gloves on, burn some of this in the fire. By the way, I found something to be true when it comes to physics. Trees and limbs and branches are always smaller and lighter when they're elevated in a tree than they are when they're on the ground. For some reason, there's a magic trick of perception that changes. You think, oh, that's not that much. I can tackle that and cut that up and finish this job today. But once it's on the ground, even from that slight elevation that these limbs were in before, you just somehow realize it's more work than you thought. So this is going to take a minute, but I enjoy having pine bonfires like this, so it'll be fun. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more product reviews, off-grid living content, tractor content, RV lifestyle content, or you just want to watch what shenanigans I'm up to next, I'd love to have you subscribe. If you'd like this video, that also helps my channel out a lot, so please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.